Welcome you to this gathering, and I want to wish us all a very fruitful celebration. Thank you.
This na how it been Tanlek na the U Building car park on Monday, November 15, when the Well Body Ministry and im partners them been get one meeting we been day for commemorate World Diabetes Day. Diabetes na condition whereby the mortal man body can get plenty sugar in the blood. This can cause plenty well body problem them and self can lead to die. Master sabi people them pan well body business say diabetes na one pan the sickness them we know they transfer from one person to the other, but na one way they cause plenty other sick them and don't cause plenty life in lost one all about na the world. The master sabi people them power body business na the world when the World Health Organization been announced November 14 every year as World Diabetes Day for make them help talk to people them but the sickness and the bad thing them way they cause. This year World Diabetes Day been take place on Sunday, November 14. The Well Body Ministry and partners them been get what they call Work for Diabetes exercise we been start from Cotton Tree na Shaka Stephen Street to U Building. Dr Sesay, Director for Non-Communicable Disease and Mental Health na the Well Body Ministry, been talk say the meeting with an old na U Building car park na been part of this year commemoration. Plenty school pikin teachers and other body then at the country where they push go before well body business been attend the meeting. Dr Sesay wey chair the meeting carry on say the commemoration na for making them help educate the public for know how for avoid diabetes and other sickness them na the country. Dr Sesay talk say diabetes na one pan the plenty sickness them na the country where boku people them can careless but and it can cause plenty problems them. The master sabi people them power body business talk say diabetes can cause boku well body problems like stroke, heart attack, blindness, kidney failure, and leg ulcer, we can make them can cut people them foot them and can sometimes take some people them life.
This is what we're trying to promote: healthy living style. What do we do to prevent diabetes and other non-communicable diseases? And I'm happy to see school children in our midst, because these school children will grow to become adults. If they're not informed accordingly, they don't know exactly what is happening. You know about diabetes, there is no way they can prevent themselves from being victims of diabetes. I hope our young pupils will be able to learn and understand the issues relating to diabetes, how we can get diabetes, how we can prevent diabetes, and how even we can help those with diabetes to live a normal and better life.
Where we talk about the different types diabetes them. Dr Sesay been talk say type 1 diabetes na one way plenty people them can get through their parents them. A carry on say the type 2 diabetes na the most common one them way boku people then they get because of the thing where then they eat and serve plenty not the exercise. Dr Sesay say the type 3 diabetes where he call gestational diabetes na one where plenty belle woman them don't get over the years. For this year World Diabetes Day, the theme na diabetes access to care. The one them we organize this year commemoration talk say na for make sure say everybody get access to testing and treatment for the sickness. Motiva Capia, when a nutritionist from Directorate of Food and Nutrition na the Well Body Ministry talk say people them behavior for day in line with this year commemoration. When for help people them get treatment quick one.
This year, we want to access care. It's not easy, but we do have our NCD clinics. We are Connaught. We are in our tertiary hospitals in McKinney, in Port Loko, in Bo. So we have all these hospitals. We have our pregnant women. We want them to access care. If you're pregnant, please just check. Tell your nurse that you want to check. It won't hurt. It will make a lot of difference. You're always going to see the nurses, and I'm sure they're not going to be 100% happy with you because you should have been watching what you're eating. You should have been exercising. You should have been taking your medications. So please,
Where we dey talk about the kind of food them where they cause diabetes and then other sickness them been talk say oil, boku salt and then season them. Now all of them they cause the disease. Where we dey talk on the program, the consultant physician Dr. James Russel, when the head for the diabetes and hypertension management na Salone, talk say the reason why they commemorate the World Diabetes Day now for make them help people them know about the sickness. Fine one. Dr. James Russell talk say for diabetes, but could people then not can show symptoms and needed it for make people then go for regular checkup for know then status for make them avoid the worst condition as this go help for prevent people them from complications. Diabetes and hypertension management with the Salone na project with the World Diabetes Federation join on with the Well Body Ministry through the College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences under the University of Salone. This project gets 6 health facilities them for provides testing for blood pressure free of charge. Dr. Russell call on Sierra Leonean them for take advantage of the opportunity for node and status. He continues say the centers them they na Tombo, Waterloo, Hastings, Wellington, Macaulay Street and Lumley. Dr. Russell also talk say as a country they want to know how diabetes and hypertension situation turn like na the country. Dr. Russell also talk say this project they help for make them get statistics of people them we get diabetes and hypertension na the communities them. Where if they talk about the statistics for diabetes, Dr. Russell continues say the last national survey where they been do on diabetes na been inside 2009 we been show say the national prevalence rate been there around 3.6%. Dr. Russell also talk say inside the last 12 years na the whole world diabetes case them don't they increase. And this don't put Salone among the country them. We get plenty diabetes case them.
And the principal objective of this celebration is to create awareness amongst the general populace. In our midst, we have young, promising children. Some of us may not even know what is diabetes. But to put it very simple, diabetes is when your blood sugar is elevated over a very long period of time. And this can be due either to insufficient production of insulin from the pancreas, which I know some of you may have had, or when the cells of your body cannot make use of the insulin that is produced. And if diabetes is left untreated, you may have several complications.
Where it will end in statement, Dr. Russell talks say young people then get important role for make sure say diabetes case reduce in the country where they get the awareness.
What you need to know is diabetes is preventable. You exercise, take balanced diet as rightly been mentioned by the nutritionist, and if you have diabetes, you go to the hospital and it can be treated.
Where we talk about the importance of the commemoration, Mr. Ronald Sesay, where they in charge of then sickness them, where no they pass from one person to the other. Now the Well Body Ministry talk say needed for prevent diabetes through lifestyle as the equipment and medication for treat the disease still look difficult. Where if they talk about some pandi medicine them for treat the type 2 diabetes, Ronald Sesay talk about insulin when one pandi medicine them for treat the type 2 diabetes. He say after 100 years we then discover insulin now one kind treatment we very difficult for low income country them like Salone, while plenty rich countries na free treatment. As the basic equipment and medication for treat the disease still look difficult for getting the country. Ronald Sesay also talk say for test diabetes na very difficult thing for plenty health facilities them na the country as the basic equipment for the sickness like glucometer difficult to forget.
Another important reason why this year's commemoration is very important is because at a time like this, where we have the ongoing pandemic crisis of this COVID-19, the data everywhere you go points to the direction that people who are diabetic succumb or suffer severe consequences from COVID-19. And if you were to look at the data, it shows you that a majority of those who die are people with pre-existing conditions, especially diabetes. So globally, that's why this particular year is very important, not just for the Ministry of Health, but also for the World Health Organization, because they are realizing that you have a lot of deaths, a lot of morbidity, a lot of disability. As you rightly heard from Dr. Russel, complications from diabetic retinopathy. You have cases where people suffer from stroke. You also have conditions where you have to be amputated.
Some pan the other representative them we been talk pan the commemoration na the chief nursing officer na the well body ministry, matron Amber Coker, and representative from partner organizations like Parent, Codex, and Quam. Nurse Simbiatu Kamara from the Ross Road Community Health Center read one poem where summarize the meaning of diabetes, how people then get them, and how for prevent them. The one that we attend the event been get the opportunity for get free tests for diabetes and hypertension. The Directorate for Food and Nutrition na the Well Body Ministry been get for calculate the weight of different people them. Well, this according to very important for help people them know their status.